first things first. Stay tuned. Alright YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Excuse me, COVID. It's been a while since I've done an update on the car. So I thought I'd do a bit of an update on where I'm at and what I've been up to. So since last install, I did the control panel. Trying to do the wiring for that has been somewhat of a challenge. It's been very difficult. Because I'm trying to use the standard OEM ECU and the loom. I've had to sort of like try and tap into it without sort of causing any problems, which is difficult because as soon as you start changing voltages and just messing about with it, it's not good. The car doesn't like it. But I've got to say a massive thanks to I think it's Jordan from H Sport. I mean the feedback and the help and assistance I've had off him has been absolutely outstanding. So I can't recommend him and this company enough. But yeah, so what I've been doing is making this control panel, which is this bad boy. And I've used Molex connectors at the moment, which I'm not happy with at all. They come loose so easily. They're just not meant for automotive. So if they're coming loose, just being sat in the car stationary, God knows what they're going to be like when you're driving. So I've ordered some off Amazon, some proper like Deutsch connectors. So they should be arriving today, hopefully. But it's looking neat. It's getting there. Like I've tidied up all the existing loom. I've just labelled up all these because there are quite a few wires, but they're all labelled up. And you can see that one there coming loose. Just rubbish. But they're all labelled up. So I just swap the connectors out, put some proper connectors on there that for this purpose. But another thing I did as well, I saw the electronics for the power supply, so I made that mount. So you can see here, just got a conditioning battery tester on it at the minute. Get out of the way. So I made this bracket for the remote charging for the battery, and we've got the existing power supply to the car. Got the big earth there. But yeah, it looks nice and neat. And I've also, so the ECU used to be mounted vertically, and I've just rotated it 90 degrees to be horizontal. Nice and solid. I've got some rubber bushes on there, so the vibration should be took up by the rubber washers. But it looks nice and neat, and there's so much more space here. So I might even think about changing the route of the intake. But that's another job. Definitely want to change this. I mean, this is going from here all around there, so I might just reroute it that way. Just keep it away from the heat, because I don't want it to go near the exhaust manifold. But yeah, one other thing I was struggling with, which was very frustrating, which I didn't realise, but for the MOT, you've got to have telltale lights. So if you've got the indicators on, you need to have the indicators showing up on the dash, like the indicators flashing on and off. Same for the high beam and low beam. And oh, what a nightmare that was, but I'll just try and walk you through what I've got here. So you've got the main isolator here. So power off, power on. Let's get the key. So unlock it. I've also, which I bet everyone will be loving this, I've removed the sounder from the dash, so you don't get that like you go ding dong ding dong. So I've got rid of that because it was doing my nutting. But if you look at the control panel here, press that twice. And everything comes to life. You've got the dash. And yeah, so that's it all on. So I can't start it now because my lad's asleep. But what I've also done is I've removed the need for having the clutch pedal depressed when you start it. Just simply because if we're on a track day, I'm in the pits and I've got the car on axle stands. I don't want to be getting in it, climbing over to put a clutch in just to start it to get it warm. So what I've done is I've got this button here, and that simulates the clutch. You've got a start button here, and there's a clutch. So that simulates the clutch. But yeah, so go back to the telltales. So if I press the indicator, I mean, you can see that. So indicators on, same that way. got a hazard button there, so just sorry. That's it, that's off. So press hazards. And that's off. Now the main thing is now is the lights. This was what was really tricky. So that's side lights, that's low beam. So the lights come on now. And if you want to flash or high beam on, high beam off. So that is all working as it should. But, so the dash as well, that's a AIM MXS 1.2 Strada. It's a bit of a mouthful, but that was supplied by Andrew Gallagher from AG Motorsport. It's just an absolute bonkers piece of kit. So I don't know if you noticed that on the control panel, but it's got like a comms port. So here, just unscrew this. So you can actually map this if you like. You can change all sorts of variables, and you can even set up like things like alarms on it. So it can have not only does it take inputs, but it can have an output as well. So you can say like, right, if the oil pressure drops below, I don't know, 3 bar at 500 RPM, you can say I want an output signal, so you can kill the engine if you like. Which, if you haven't got an OEM, sorry, if you haven't got an aftermarket ECU, it's a bit more protection for the engine. Just screw that back on there, but no, it's a massive shout out to AG Motorsport. You can see I got this sticker on the bottom, the banner on the wall. Absolutely stunning company and massive help. So much advice and knowledge. But yeah, so where am I up to? So that's all done now. The wiring, the electronics are all. I'll switch it off. Don't want to kill the battery. So it's all. The wiring is done. Everything's connected. The ECU's happy. There's no fault codes or anything like that. It fires up. So that's a massive milestone. All I've got to do now is wait for these new connectors just to replace all these, and just tidy it all up, basically clean it all up, put the other seat in. I'm trying to work out what to do with the dash. I don't know whether to make another panel that goes underneath here just to hide this, but I'm tempted to sort of get the LED fuses so that I can see straight away when the fuse has gone out, if it does happen. Just make it more sort of visual, and if there's any fault find needed to do, it's quicker. But I'm not too sure. So I don't know whether to like bring this dash down, extend it, go back that way. Also I'm going to make that a bit much neater over there. And this is going to have a nice chamfer, put a nice radius on that so it looks nice. But yeah, I'm just not too sure. But that's where I am with it at the minute. It's the wiring was just an absolute nightmare. Anyone trying to do this themselves, it is just a nightmare. But if you look at trying to go aftermarket ECU and PDM, you're close to £8 So it's a lot of dosh you got to shell out to make it look like this. Obviously do it the proper way, and I just haven't got that sort of coin. But I think this is working as it should. I'm just going to change the connectors, make them a bit more fit for purpose. Like I say, they're like PC connectors. Get a dash finished off, and that's it. I've also, what I've done is, I don't even see that side. Look at the wiring. I've not touched that side yet, but it's all just, that's how Ford let them come out of the factory. And what I've done is I've loom taped on this side, so you can see it's so much neater. So I'm going to do that to the other side, and that'll just it's a bit more solid, and I haven't got to worry about, you know, like nicking a little wire or something to be protected. But honestly, when you look at people charging who do proper wiring looms, and it's like thousands, and you think, God, I'm not paying that for a few wires and some connectors. Trust me, it is worth every penny, because this has been a job which I never ever want to do again. If I do go after market ECU, I'm pretty sure I'll pay another company just to do the wiring loom and do it right, do it once, because the amount of times I've like crimped a connector and just ripped it apart, done it again, or just changed my mind. The lengths have been right, like all the lengths here, they look nice and neat now. 4 times I've done that. So there's a lot of it's opened my eyes to why looms are so expensive, why electronics are so expensive for automotive race cars and track cars. But yeah, that's where I'm up to now. The car is making progress. Carbon roof next again. and we'll start cracking on with the wide arch kit and the carbon doors. But I just thought I'd just keep you updated and let you know that I am still working on it slowly. But yeah, thanks for watching. Not much content, but please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one, and soon we will be on track. Cheers.